What are the most significant battles and wars that have shaped human history? A simple question, yet one that opens doors to a myriad of stories, strategies, triumphs, and tragedies that have forever left their mark on the canvas of time. Our journey today takes us through the annals of history, from the hot sands of Thermopylae to the tumultuous waters of the Atlantic during World War II. We've selected these battles and wars based on their impact, the sheer scale of casualties, their outcomes, and their historical significance. Each conflict we explore is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a study in strategy, and a poignant reminder of the cost of power and freedom. So buckle up and brace yourselves, for we are about to embark on an unforgettable journey through time. Join us as we delve into the annals of history, exploring battles and wars that have left an indelible mark on human civilization. Our journey begins in ancient times, where conflicts between emerging civilizations set the stage for future world orders. One such conflict was the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BCE. This iconic battle during the Greco-Persian Wars saw a small Greek force, led by the fearless King Leonidas I of Sparta, hold back a massive Persian army. Their determination and strategic defense became a symbol of courage against overwhelming odds. Moving forward, we encounter the Punic Wars, a series of 3 wars that spanned over a century from 264 to 146 BCE. These wars between Rome and Carthage significantly influenced the Mediterranean, and the outcome of these conflicts led to Rome's dominance over the region. The wars showcased the might of Rome and its ability to endure and overcome insurmountable challenges. Lastly, we arrive at the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE. The battle was a pivotal showdown between Alexander the Great and Darius III. The result was a decisive victory for Alexander, leading to the downfall of the Persian Achaemenid Empire. Alexander's tactical brilliance and audacity was on full display, proving that sometimes audacity and courage are the keys to unimaginable victories. These ancient battles laid the foundation for the world as we know it today, demonstrating the power of strategy, determination, and leadership. Their impacts resonated across centuries, influencing the course of history and shaping civilizations. In the face of overwhelming odds, leaders emerged, strategies were devised, and through it all, the human spirit endured. These battles remind us of the lengths humanity has gone to preserve their way of life, to defend their homes, and to forge their destiny. In the grand tapestry of history, these conflicts are but threads, but they are threads that have helped to weave the world we know today. As we move into the Middle Ages, warfare takes on a religious hue with the advent of the Crusades. But before we delve into the Holy Wars, let's first visit a pivotal battle that had a profound impact on the course of European history, the Battle of Tours. This clash unfolded in 732 CE, pitting the Frankish forces led by Charles Martel against the Umayyad Caliphate. The battle was a decisive stand against the Umayyads' expansion into Western Europe. Martel's triumph at Tours is often viewed as a defining moment that shaped the future of Europe, halting the progress of Islamic forces and ensuring the dominance of Christendom in the West. Now let's shift our focus to the Crusades, a series of religious wars that spanned 2 centuries. Starting in 1096, the Crusades were a series of campaigns initiated by the Christian powers of Europe to regain the Holy Land from Muslim control. The Crusaders, driven by religious fervor and the promise of eternal salvation, embarked on a mission to reclaim Jerusalem and other sacred sites. The Crusades were a time of intense and brutal warfare, marked by sieges, massacres, and political maneuvering. However, the impact of the Crusades extended far beyond the battlefield. These wars brought about significant cultural and political changes. They led to increased interaction between the Christian West and the Muslim East, resulting in cultural exchange and influencing everything from architecture to cuisine. The Crusades also had a profound impact on the political landscape of the Middle East and Europe, reinforcing the power of the papacy and shaping the identities of emerging nation-states. The Middle Ages brought with them shifts in power and territory, with battles and wars shaping the religious and cultural landscape of the time. As we journey through history, we will continue to explore how warfare has influenced the course of human civilization. But for now, let's leave the castles and knights behind and sail into the age of exploration. From the age of exploration to the Industrial Revolution, the nature of warfare evolves, reflecting changes in society and technology. This period saw the transformation from knights and castles to muskets and factories, and with it, the face of conflict was forever changed. Let's take a journey back to the Battle of Agincourt in 1415. This was a pivotal moment during the Hundred Years' War, a conflict that saw England and France locked in a bitter struggle for control. The English were heavily outnumbered, yet under the leadership of Henry V, they clinched a remarkable victory. The battle demonstrated the power of longbows against heavily armored knights, signifying a shift in military tactics and technology. Fast forward a few centuries to the Napoleonic Wars. From 1803 to 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte, a name synonymous with ambition and military genius, led France into a series of conflicts that involved many European nations. Napoleon's innovative strategies and the introduction of mass conscription forever altered the nature of warfare. However, his ambition was his downfall, and his defeat at Waterloo marked the end of France's dominance in Europe. Let's cross the Atlantic and delve into the American Civil War, a devastating conflict from 1861 to 1865. This war was not just a battle of armies, but also a clash of ideologies, fought over the issues of slavery and state sovereignty. The Northern victory led to the abolition of slavery and preserved the Union, but the scars of the war left a deep impact on the nation's social, economic, and political fabric. These battles and wars not only changed the political map, but also had lasting effects on societal structures and values. They serve as stark reminders of the often brutal nature of conflict and the profound changes it can bring about. The 20th century brought with it a new scale of warfare, with two world wars that engulfed the globe. These were battles unlike any seen before, both in scope and in their far-reaching consequences. World War I, also referred to as the Great War, erupted in 1914. It was a global conflict that saw unprecedented levels of destruction and loss of life. It was the first war where industrial-scale warfare was truly realized, with the widespread use of machine guns, tanks, and chemical weapons. More than 16 million lives were lost, and countless more were affected. The war profoundly reshaped the political, social, and economic landscape of the world, bringing about the end of empires, sparking revolutions, and sowing the seeds for a second, even more devastating conflict. Just 2 decades later, the world was again plunged into war. World War II, lasting from 1939 to 1945, was the most widespread war in history. It involved most of the world's nations, including all of the great powers, which eventually formed two opposing military alliances, the Allies and the Axis. It was the most widespread war in history, and it directly involved more than 100 million people from over 30 countries. The war resulted in the genocide of 6 million Jews during the Holocaust, the only war ever to feature nuclear warfare, and the deadliest conflict in human history, with an estimated total of 70 to 85 million casualties, a staggering 3 to 4% of the world's population at the time. The World Wars brought about significant geopolitical changes, leading to the creation of the United Nations, aimed at preventing future global conflicts, and the beginning of the Cold War, marking the onset of a long period of geopolitical tension between two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. The World Wars were a stark reminder of the devastating effects of global conflict, reshaping the world in profound ways. Our journey through history's most significant battles and wars ends here, but the impact of these conflicts continues to resonate. We've traversed the sands of time, from the Battle of Thermopylae's steadfast defense to the strategic brilliance at Gaugamela. We've witnessed the rise of Rome from the Punic Wars and the shaping of Europe at Tours. We've seen the religious fervor of the Crusades and the triumph against odds at Agincourt. We've observed the sweeping changes of the Napoleonic Wars, the profound division of the American Civil War, and the world-altering consequences of the World Wars. Each of these conflicts, in their own unique way, has left an indelible mark on the tapestry of human civilization. Their outcomes have influenced the course of nations, the shaping of cultures, and the lives of countless individuals. As we reflect on these pivotal moments in history, we gain a deeper understanding of the world we live in today, a world shaped by battles, wars, and the relentless march of human progress.